I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Bump.
I never needed anybody's help in any way.
Stop.
But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured.
Yes. Test number 2. Mic is started. And this should work. Salut tout le monde. This is Spyder Richard. And hopefully, this will make a very successful first vlog. As finally, I think I figured out how to Bluetooth my Sena with the camera, with the Insta360 camera on my bike, motorcycle. Spyder, yes. So welcome to the channel. Today is May 26th. It's a Tuesday, the Tuesday after Memorial Day in the United States, or Tuesday after the F1 weekend here in Montreal, which saw a very exciting race as well. And Tuesday morning after a playoff hockey game where the Canadians lost 3-2 in overtime to the Carolina Hurricanes. Hopefully they can turn it around at Game 4, which will be tomorrow, Wednesday night. So here we go. It's not going to be a voiceover. Hopefully this will work out. Today we're going to ride along the Richelieu River, starting off here on my local Route 104, as you've seen it in previous videos. And hopefully this really works. I'm really hoping. All right. So here we go. I'll catch you a little later along the Richelieu River. Here we are on Chemin de la Bataille Nord, which is the road that leads to a historical site in La Prairie. A famous battle took place in the 1800s where villagers and native people pushed back American forces that were hoping to conquer and take over Montreal at that time. Fortunately for us, the good guys won. Ha ha ha. Anyways, so along this route, which is barely 5 minutes away from my house, you can see by the vegetation and the open fields that there's a lot of agricultural land around here. Here are samples of the farms that are really close to the urban setting. And pretty soon, these are all going to grow beautiful crops of corn and hay and different kinds of beans. Beautiful place to live. A little further down on this route, which is now called Chemin Bellerive because we're now in the city of Carignan, there's an overpass. Ooh, yes. Well, you know, this is my first vlog, so I'm having fun. Overpass over Highway 10 East, which goes from downtown Montreal all the way to the eastern townships, all the way to the city of Sherbrooke, which is one of our biggest cities in Quebec. And as you can see, there are still plenty of bumps and holes on our road, so I'm kind of trying to get around these holes. So here we are a little further down the road, heading towards Mont-Saint-Hilaire. You're going to love that. You see more of this rich agricultural land which grows a lot of our food. The region that I live in is called La Montérégie, and it's been dubbed the food cupboard of Quebec, the province of Quebec. Because of its rich soil, there's a lot of different kinds of crops that grow here, as well as there's a lot of dairy and beef farms all around this region. We are now in the beautiful city of Saint-Basile-de-Grand, right along the mighty Richelieu River. You know, a little earlier I told you about this battle that took place in La Prairie. When the American troops weren't successful in La Prairie, they came up the Richelieu River to try to conquer Quebec City, which is further up north, well, so to speak, on the river. And they came to a city called Chambly. Now, we're not going there today, but in Chambly, there was a fort there waiting for them with French troops and British troops and native troops. And once again, the American troops were defeated. Oh, there goes a sea-doo on the river. Good squirrel. and the troops were once again defeated, but not necessarily this time by military strength, but by sickness. They came down with a very serious illness that decimated the troops, and they had to retreat back to the United States. Some of the American troops are buried there in Chambly. And every year there's a ceremony where the Daughters of the Revolution of New England come up to Chambly to commemorate these events that took place in the historical city of Chambly. It's a very beautiful river. A lot of people in the summertime, because it's only May 26th today. It's a beautiful day today, by the way. The temperatures are going to be in the high 20s, 20 Celsius that is. So right now it's about 21, 22 Celsius. It's supposed to go up to 28, which is about 85 Fahrenheit for those of you who work on that scale. And to the right, you see Mont Saint-Hilaire. That's where we're headed right now. So we'll continue along the Richelieu River, and I'll let the music carry you through these beautiful scenes. See here on the right there's a small area where people can stop and sit on the dock, do some fishing, and there's also a boat ramp for those who bring their boats to want to ride. You don't ride. Anyways, you know what boats do on a river. And there's a boat ramp there so people can bring their boats and put them down in the river for the summertime. There's a few private docks here that people have set up in front of their homes. Homes are on the left. Sometimes in the spring here, the water of the Richelieu rises so high that it actually floods over the road here. Speed limit along here is 50 kilometers an hour or 30 miles an hour. That's a beautiful thing about the Spyder. I love the cruise control. You just set it and away you go. You don't have to worry about anything. Just avoid the potholes. If any of you are interested, there's a couple of properties here for sale. Oh, you missed out on this one. This one's already sold. It has a private deck there by the river. There's a beautiful view for you on the right. To the left, some more farm fields, some more agricultural land, right by the river. Okay, we're turning left from the 223, Route 223 North, and heading to Route 116 because we are approaching Mont Saint-Hilaire, which is a beautiful mountain that has a very nice provincial park, state park, that allows you to go picnicking or hiking. Here we go, gotta go. You're gonna see it once we cross this. There's a sign that says Rivière Richelieu. We're crossing this bridge, and there you see it, Mont Saint-Hilaire. And part of the mountain, which was of private property, was donated to McGill University to keep it as a nature reserve and to use for scientific research as well. Of course, you could turn right here and go down on Route 133, which is called the Chemin des Patriotes, which is a historical road that was used in the early days of New France, which eventually became Le Bas-Canada, Lower Canada, and then Quebec, when Confederation happened in 1867. You can go down, and again, this is on the other side of the Richelieu River. We were on the north side, and this is the south side of the river. Signs for some tourist attractions, including a spa and some apple orchards. Hopefully there's still going to be some flowers on those apple trees as we go by. And now we're going to head up towards the top of the mountain. Sort of. All right, we're good. This road in the fall that leads up to the mountain, when it's time to pick those delicious apples, there's traffic here constantly. You either have to be here really, really early in the morning or much later in the afternoon. Otherwise, it's pretty much a parking lot all the way to the top. These are the beautiful houses. Now we're no longer in Saint-Basile-le-Grand. We've crossed Belleuil, and now we've entered Mont Saint-Hilaire, the city of Mont Saint-Hilaire. Yes, it's pretty bumpy. Wearing my summer jacket today for the ride because it's nice and warm. It's finally, hopefully we've turned the corner and we're going to get decent temperatures, but it's really warm today. The Spyder says 30 Celsius right now. Well, look at that. Got passed on the sidewalk by somebody on a, what you call that in English? I don't know. Trottinette in French. It's electric. And I was doing the speed limit, 50 kilometers an hour. And that kid has no equipment on except the helmet. Wow. Stupid is as stupid does. Anyways, the temperature's really hot. Talk about a squirrel. Temperature's really hot today, so that's why I'm wearing the summer jacket. But also there's a nice breeze today, really nice breeze, which makes the riding a lot more pleasant, a lot more enjoyable. There's an orchard here. Now we've crossed into Otterburn Park. For a very brief moment, because at some point we're going to turn left and we're going to be back in Mont Saint-Hilaire. There's some signs that say to turn left, to head toward the nature reserve, to head toward a spa. that's right up on the flank of the mountain. It's really beautiful there. We're turning left on a street called, very rightly, Chemin de la Montagne. Here the speed limit has been reduced to 40 kilometers an hour. So we're going to respect that. You can see we're a lot higher now, top of the mountain. Pottery store here on the left. A lot of the times here you'll see cyclists as you... Well, folks, that's what happens when you vlog for the first time live. You don't see what... Oh wait, media connected, I know. There we go. You don't realize that your battery has run out on your Sena. Not on your Sena, but on the camera. So here we are atop of Mont Saint-Hilaire. I guess I lost quite a bit of footage. I don't know. I'll see when I edit this. I just put in the new battery at the nature reserve, which belongs to McGill University. I hope that's in the recording. And this is where we are now on Route 133 South. We're on the south side of the Richelieu River. Earlier we were on the north side on Route 223. Now we're on Route 133, the Chemin des Patriotes, as I told you about earlier. And we are about to get on Highway 10 to head towards home. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, this first vlog. Hopefully the audio will come out right. Give this video a thumbs up if you please, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming along, and always remember to ride safe. Cheers, everybody.